Alright, so on the previous video we talked about how to create to work on the customization section, how to create the extra pages under here and you don't have by default when you start. I show you how to see which pages are available, and just to resume, you need to go really quickly on here on pages, and once then you install a template, you will see that those list of pages. Now, one thing that I wanted to explain is that the difference between what is a template and how they works, because right now we create these things, but what's happen if I publish another template? Will happen this. Look, this we can preview the website clicking on here on the eyes, and here we can preview the work that we did until now. Again, we did something super quick because I didn't want to go too deep on explaining stuff, but this is what we did now. Okay, so I want to publish this and see what's happened. So I want to show you. So we publish it. We can either, you will see that there is the menu, but all the other things that we did are part of this product that is displayed by default, but we lose everything we did in terms of design, but the menu still be the same, the product they still be there. So the things what is, when you all the settings that you do from the customization, they are together with the template. Once then you change template, all of those settings that you did from customization, they will be lost. The pages content will stay there, so if you add a new page with a content will still be there, but it will lose the layout that it does. So don't be worried anyway, because once then you enable another template, you can always go back and publish the previous one, so will not happen anything at all. We will publish it and we'll go back as it was before. As well, if you want to be sure that you're working on something and you want to be sure that you don't lose anything, you can duplicate it. Okay, now it's doing a copy. So let's see, then I'm working on this one and I don't do some mistakes. I can always go here and publish this when it finishes to copy. And once that it published, it will go back as before. So, or as well, what I can do is that I have the website already online. I don't want to work on the live website, so I work on here. I click on customize from here, so without publishing it, and it will show me all the section from the offline template, so without having to work on the one online. Once that they finished and everything is ready, I click on publish, and it will replace the live one. Okay, so it's really easy. Anyway, I suggest you to do some testing just to understand the logic. This is really nice anyway, because it allows you to always make a copy and always be able to go back on the things that you did before. Now you see it finish, so now it's ready. Now we did just an exact copy of the template that is online, so we can customize it from here and without having to compromise the live website. So it can any change that we do, you see at this draft, so any change that we do will not be live. All right, so I go back. Now the next things that you need to do, well, about the setting, I won't lose any time on that, because just go step by step, one by one, and those are more like account settings. So what you don't know what is, leave it there, or ask to Shopify. You can find a lot of documentation online, so every question you have about the settings, to check there. Everything like the default emails, etc., is all set. Just go one by one and check shipping, taxes, checkout, payment providers, etc. So I will leave apart this section and we'll move directly to the products. Now, as I did on the first video, we install an app and upload a lot of dummy products. But how can I add my own product? So it works like this: add product. You put a title, we call it Lauren. You put a description, can be what you want. Here the images, so you can upload the images. We put this banner where you can upload more than one. Okay, the price. Compare price is when it's basically, if it's in discount, it will cross this. That was the old price, and put 20 as if as a promotion. SKU number, you have to create your own. Allow customer to purchase when out of stock. This basically said, okay, if the product is out of stock, put it in pre-order. Here we want to set a quantity 5. Shipping, those are all things that is up to you. You need to see on your settings for the shipping. Fulfillment service, we use Shopify for now because we don't have any other fulfillment service. Variants, well, let's say then we have a brown and a blue variant. How we do? So we say here we call it color. So we have a brown and a blue. Okay, so we create two variants, brown and blue. Now I want as well to add so obviously they will have their own SKU number, 5 and 5, so there are 10 in total, the product. If you have other variants like size, etc., just add it here. You can add the variant, call it as you want, size. Usually it has some by default, but you can add even what you want, bananas, and it will take it as a variant with a drop down. Okay, so we did our variants. Now we save it. It's not done yet, so just wait. Okay, so we used variant. Now we have another step to do to assign the correct image for the variant. So we click on here, okay, and we assign this image. And for the blue one, we assign the blue one. We can assign only one image for variant, no more than this. Okay, so with the variant we're done. Now let's move on the product type, vendor, and collection and tags. Okay, so product type here is a, you see, we have shoes and t-shirt, but this is self. I don't need to explain you. If you have, you can divide the product by the type. The vendor as well. If you use vendor, you can divide it from the different vendor. You see here can be Nike or whatever. Collection, I will show you how to create collection later on. For now, we can leave it. Or if you already have a collection set, you can put it inside men, for example. For now, we put it inside homepage. So we have the collection homepage. We can even add others if we want. And tags. Now tags is they are really, and if you check the previous video, I explained that you can add filters with the tags. Tags you can put whatever you want. Okay, I can create a tag. I'm cool. So I can use these to group the product. So if I want to create a collection with all the product that I give the tag I'm cool, I can group it and create a collection automatically without having to choose the product one by one. As well, on the filter, I can put a filter I'm cool on the collection. They click, they show all the product I'm cool. Okay, so let's save it and let's see what we did. Okay, so you see, first of all, that it applies automatically the color. How does it work? Why? It applies automatically the color because a lot of templates are set that by default, if they recognize the name of the color that you put, they put the plain color here. This is so if I put yellow, it probably will put yellow. If I put I don't know, sugar brown, it will not take it because probably they don't have it by default. But there is another way that you can upload your custom switchers. Again, this I can explain you how to do, is a bit more pro, so I will not put it on this video. But if you ask to your template developers, so you contact customer service of the template, or you check the documentation of your template, they will explain you. It's super easy. You create a file and you just upload it, and it will recognize the name of this file that you use on the variants. So if I call this image banana, on the moment that I use the banana color, it will automatically use the image, so it's not a plain color but can be everything. Okay, I don't want to go too much on those details. Sorry if I keep going here. Okay, so I show you that it changed, okay, because we assign the color to the variant. So when I click on brown, it put brown, and when I click on blue, it put blue. The two images that I upload was the first one that I found on my computer, so they have different size. Obviously, you need to upload the images on your shop. They have to have the same dimension, all of them. This is a really good suggestion, because it will avoid a lot of problem on the feature while you display them all together. Now here there are not related product, but in case I enable the related product, it will show the products that are on the same collection. Okay, well, now we spoke about the product. Again, here play a bit around, don't be afraid, you can always cancel a product, nothing will happen. I show you the most important section. Here you have product availability. Now we have only online store, but in case you connect Facebook and Instagram, it will appear here, Facebook and Instagram. I think I didn't miss anything. You have the SEO in every page, in every section, with the product title, description, and handle. So cancel that. We don't want to do it. And that's it. If you want to edit the single settings inside the one variant, you can just click on edit or edit now, and here you have all the settings that we saw in the beginning. So allow customer to purchase when out of stock, the stock, the SKU number, the weight, etc. Let's go in collection. Now here we still have all the dummy collection that we create with the app, but we can create one collection. We call him Lorem. We put the description that we want. We can add the image that we want to the collection. And we can say I want it manual or automated. And on the next video I will explain better about how that works.